In Japanese, there is a saying, Ame Futte Ji Katamaru. It translates to, after a storm comes a calm, or more literally, the ground hardens after the rain. It means that difficulties or challenges, like a storm, often leave us stronger, more stable, and wiser. Imagine rain falling heavily, turning the soil into mud. It feels messy, unstable, and uncomfortable. But after the rain stops, something remarkable happens. The ground absorbs the water, hardens, and becomes firmer than before. In the same way, when we face struggles in life, we may feel lost or overwhelmed at first. But when the storm passes, we often find that we've grown stronger, more resilient, and more grounded. This proverb is deeply rooted in Japanese culture and reflects how we view hardship. Life isn't meant to be smooth all the time. Struggles are natural, even necessary. Without them, we might never learn important lessons about ourselves or others. Difficult moments help us appreciate the peaceful ones. They give contrast and meaning to our lives. Think about how this applies to your own life. Maybe you've gone through a breakup, lost a job, or faced a serious illness. During those times, it might have felt like your world was falling apart, like you were caught in a storm. But looking back, can you see how those experiences shaped you? Perhaps they taught you patience, kindness, or gratitude. Perhaps they gave you strength you didn't know you had. In Buddhism, we often talk about impermanence, how everything is always changing. Just as a storm doesn't last forever, neither do our problems. When we understand this, we can endure hardship with a calm and steady mind. It's not about avoiding the rain. It's about knowing that the rain has its purpose. It nourishes the earth, and eventually it stops. But why do we need these storms in the first place? Without them, we might take the sunny days for granted. We might forget how to appreciate the little things. A kind word from a friend, the warmth of the sun, or even the quiet moments when we are alone with our thoughts. Life's storms teach us to cherish these small but meaningful moments. So, when you face a challenge, remember, Ame Futte Ji Katamaru. It's not just a saying. It's a way to look at life. Embrace the storm, knowing that it will pass. And when it does, you will find yourself standing on firmer ground, stronger, and more at peace than before. Let us now explore how we can draw strength from adversity and apply this wisdom to our daily lives. When life becomes difficult, it is natural to feel overwhelmed. You may feel like the storm will never end, like there is no way out of the pain or confusion you are experiencing. But Buddhism teaches us that within every challenge lies the opportunity to grow stronger and more peaceful. The storm, though frightening, can be a teacher. Think of a tree in a strong wind. At first glance, it seems fragile, bending under the pressure. But the wind forces the tree's roots to dig deeper into the earth, making it more stable and resilient. In the same way, hardships in life challenge us to grow. They push us to look inward, to find strength and stability that we didn't know we had. Buddhism often reminds us of the concept of dukkha, which refers to the unavoidable suffering in life. Everyone experiences it, whether it's losing someone we love, failing at something important, or simply feeling dissatisfied with how things are. But dukkha is not meant to discourage us. It is a reminder that suffering can be a path to wisdom. It teaches us to let go of the things we cannot control and focus on what truly matters. Let me share an example. Imagine a potter shaping clay on a wheel. The clay must be pressed and spun, sometimes even broken down and reshaped, before it becomes a beautiful pot. If the potter handled the clay too gently, it would never take shape. Similarly, life's challenges mold us into who we are meant to be. It is through the pressure of difficult times that we develop patience, compassion, and understanding. But how do we endure the storm while it is happening? One way is through mindfulness. In Buddhism, mindfulness means staying fully present in the moment, even when the moment is painful. Instead of resisting or running away from the storm, we sit with it. We observe our feelings and thoughts without judgment, like watching clouds move across the sky. This helps us see that emotions, like the weather, are temporary. They come and go, but they do not define us. Another way to find strength is by remembering that you are not alone. The storm you are facing may feel isolating, but many others have experienced similar struggles. By sharing your pain with others, whether through a conversation with a friend or simply listening to someone else's story, you can find connection and support. In Buddhism, this is known as Sangha, or the community. We are stronger together than we are alone. Lastly, it's important to remind yourself that every storm has a purpose. It might not be clear at the time, but challenges often lead us to discover something new about ourselves. Perhaps a difficult experience will teach you the value of forgiveness, or show you how strong and capable you truly are. In this way, the storm is not your enemy. It is a part of your journey. When you find yourself in the middle of life storms, take a deep breath and remember, Ame Futte Ji Katamaru. Even if the rain feels endless now, it will pass. And when it does, you will emerge stronger, more grounded, and ready to face whatever comes next. Now let's talk about how we can actively create calm and harmony in our lives, even after the storm has ended. After the storm has passed and the ground has hardened, what comes next? It is up to us to rebuild with intention, to bring harmony and peace into our lives. The challenges we faced were not just obstacles. They were opportunities to learn and grow. Now is a time to put that growth into action. One of the simplest ways to create calm is through gratitude. When we pause to recognize what we have, rather than focusing on what we lack, we shift our perspective. Even after a difficult time, there's always something to be thankful for. Our health, our loved ones, even the lessons the storm has taught us. Take a moment each day to reflect on these things, even if it's as simple as writing down 3 things you're grateful for. Gratitude is like sunshine breaking through the clouds, bringing light to even the darkest days. Another practice to cultivate peace is compassion, not just for others, but for yourself as well. It's easy to criticize ourselves when we feel we've fallen short. But remember, no one is perfect. The storm may have shaken you, but it also made you stronger. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a dear friend. Small acts of self-care, like taking a quiet walk, enjoying a cup of tea, or meditating, can help restore balance. To bring harmony into your relationships, think about how you can apply the wisdom of Ame Futte Ji Katamaru. Perhaps the storm revealed cracks in a friendship or tension in your family. Instead of ignoring these issues, use this time to address them with patience and understanding. Honest communication, paired with compassion, can strengthen your connections and bring people closer together. In Buddhism, we often emphasize the importance of living in the present moment. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. All we truly have is now. By focusing on the present, we can find peace even in the aftermath of the storm. Try to let go of regrets or worries and simply be mindful of what is happening around you, the sounds, sights, and sensations. This practice of mindfulness allows us to fully appreciate life's beauty, no matter how simple it may seem. As we end this reflection, I hope you feel inspired to see your challenges not as setbacks, but as steps toward personal growth. Life is never without its storms, but with each one, we become stronger, more grounded, and better equipped to face what lies ahead. If you found this message meaningful, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps us continue to share reflections like this one. If you'd like to explore more, check out the other videos on this channel, where we discuss timeless wisdom and practical ways to bring peace into your life. Thank you for watching, and remember, Ame Futte Ji Katamaru. After the rain, the ground hardens, and so do we. May your journey be one of growth, peace, and gratitude. Until next time, take care of yourself and those around you.